In today's society, everything and everyone is meant to be treated equal. Varying from the hard work of civil rights activists to women's activists such as Elizabeth Smith Miller, all pursued the constant problem of discrimination. This leads me to today's debate, a resolution to eliminate the wage gap between men and women. I'm on the pro side of this debate for several reasons. To begin, even with men and women who share the same title in the same companies, women are still paid less. According to Strasser, editor of Think Progress, I quote, "Nearly half of all workers in the United States today are women, but women tend to hold lower paying jobs overall. And even when they have the exact same title as men, they make significantly less. Not to mention, in today's generation, the reality is that there are many independent mothers raising their families. However, with this wage gap, this makes it not only harder for them, but makes it unfair for our society to see. While many argue that some difference in the gap is inevitable, in the long run, this pay gap tends to hurt many. As the National Women's Law Center had determined earlier in 2016, per year, women's salary averages to $10,000 less than the average of a man. Despite the Lilly Ledbetter Fair Pay Act, women are still underpaid. According to Bryce Corbett, in a move to address the gender wage gap, the act gave people who experience pay discrimination more time to file a complaint. But the wage gap, which when he had given this interview in 2014, stood at 77 cents, paid women to every dollar for a man. And this hasn't been any better now. In 2015, it was at 79 cents. While although it is getting better, this small movement has not made much of an impact. As this unjust behavior continues to hurt women, we must also approach it from a different perspective. This continuous wage gap hurts businesses as well, as CNBC quotes a 2011 survey showing that company boards made up of 19 to 44% of women achieve 26% more return on invested capital than those firms with no women board members. It also makes it difficult to recruit women to these high responsibility positions, which they know that they will be paid less for than their male counterparts. Hence, despite many believing that this gap may never close, there are ways to do so. As a country, we must take into careful consideration not only all the problems initiating—
Time, Senator, time.
And we all have